As you make your way around all 4 buildings of McCormick Place, you probably saw some posters that had some significant quotes with some very friendly faces. Well, that's the Dreamers and Doers campaign, and one of those Dreamers and Doers is sitting right next to me. This is Rick Hoffman, the CEO of IMCO. Rick, you've been attending IMTS for quite some time. Tell me when your very first time was and what was your experience?
It was in 1980. I was young, just working as a machinist in a shop. So it was very surprising how large it was, and that was really when it was only in the East Building. You know, coming from a small town of 1,000, 1,200 people, it's just shocking to come into Chicago and see it. So it was pretty wild.
So it was shocking to come into Chicago, into just the East Building.
Right.
Now IMTS is all over all 4 buildings. So IMTS has grown, your company has grown, and you have grown as a result of IMTS. What keeps bringing you back time after time?
We always try to stay ahead of the technology and what's coming up next. Right now, the focus in the last several years has been automation. So we're pushing for automation, automated in every way, every aspect of the business as far as inspection, processing, throughout the shop. So it's been very interesting. I think automation is the key to the future. Everyone has struggled with hiring people, so it's one avenue to explore, and it's definitely working, and it's working for us. So.
Well, tell some success stories through the years as a result of attending IMTS.
We came quite a few, 6, 7, 8 years ago probably, since I can remember that up. But looking for a specific welding process, and we found a company way back on the end of the North Building, and it was called TIG, and it was a hot wire TIG process. And we were doing a powdered metal part onto a steel tube, having some problems with porosity, and this really solved the problem. So it's been a great thing for us. On and off, we've looked for automation. We came here a few years ago, discovered the robotics, easy program robots. We've done quite a bit with that since. We're up to about 15 robots in the shop now. So we've really improved our processing.
So not only finding products to purchase per se, but finding solutions to your problems as a 360-degree event.
So yeah, a lot of solutions, a lot of ideas. Sometimes you'll come what you see may not be fully developed yet, but you have it in the back of your mind. You might look at it 1 year, the next year, or the next 2 years, you'll be more invested into it. But in 4 to 6 years, it may be fully developed. You'll have good knowledge of it, and then you're ready to purchase.
What are you on the hunt for this year?
This year we're looking at some automated inspection, shaft scanners, Swiss-style scanning equipment, because that is a time drain on our employees. We run pretty high volume. My guys run multiple machines, so anything to take workload off them, put it into automation is a huge benefit for us. We've got a new project going on. We're running samples right now, and looking for some fairly large pieces of machining equipment, 1,000, 1,200 size horizontal, and a 1,100, 1,200 size VTL machines.
Well, it's not just you that came to IMTS 2018. Rick brought quite the team of employees with him. So talk to us about the team that you brought and your strategy for how you're bringing them to the show.
We every year since we've been in business, we have brought employees in. We've grown. We started as a 2-person shop 26 years ago. Right now we're about 150 employees. Today we will be bringing in 46 people on a bus. I come in a few days ahead of time. I look for the interesting things that they will enjoy. So it gets them going in the right direction, because they're really only here for 1 day. They'll be here at 9:30 in the morning, and we'll leave about 5. But we typically, as a team, get together the weeks before, managers, engineering, decide how we're going to progress forward, how we're going to automate, give us some ideas of what to look for. We use the IMTS app to pick out our must-sees. So we go through our must-sees list, so everyone has that. They come in, and we have people coming in from basically at the beginning of the process, running the saws and that, up through the engineering programming, the whole work. Shop managers, night shift supervisors, the whole work. So,
Well, how does attending IMTS help them get more involved in their job once they go back home?
I think it really gets them involved with their work, and I think that's a key part of retaining employees and keeping everyone interested in what they're doing. So you have to empower them, and when they can go to IMTS, come up with a suggestion when we get back home, and we'll investigate it. We'll run it up through and see what we can do with it, and if it, a lot of times we go with it. I mean, it's been a great experience for everyone. So.
Well, you heard it here from Rick Hoffman, the CEO of IMCO. It is a great experience to attend IMTS. And if you haven't done so yet this year, you've got one more day. So quickly make your way to Chicago or to McCormick Place. If that is not in the schedule for you, you can always find out what's going on at IMTS 2018 via IMTS TV, which can be found online at imts.tv. And don't forget to mark your calendars for IMTS 2020.